Hello everyone, welcome back to another BGCS game. This week we have Rezzurection and Team Lotus, the final game of the week. Joining me in the casting booth today will be Aspect. How are we doing?
Hello, I'm doing good. I'm actually quite looking forward to this game because this game could depict the rest of the conference, and it could depict where my team and both of these teams if they make playoffs. So it's a very big game actually.
Yeah, 100%. You know, we've got Lotus coming in and wanting to win this game, needing to win this game to stay within playoff contention. And obviously Rezzurection, you know, if they win this, they pretty much secure themselves in that playoff spot. You know, everything has to turn on its head in game week 7 for them to drop out. But yeah, so it's looking good. We're just going to be waiting for the players to join up. So what's your predictions?
Well, I say if Eclipse plays, it goes to Lotus. I say if he doesn't play, it goes to Rezzurection. So if Eclipse is playing and he's playing well, I don't see how Rezzurection are going to win. But this is BGCS. You never know what's going to happen.
100%. As the players are joining in, we have Eclipse, Banan and Seb playing for Lotus. And then we've got Lewis, Melty Crispy and Hamish playing for Rezzurection. But yeah, so I think it's going to be a very entertaining game. You know, two teams of very good standard. You know, Rezzurection have lost a player of JW, but gained a player of Melty Crispy. You know, two very similar players. Well, I think this could be it could be a tight game. It goes, I don't know. I could see this going 3-2 Team Lotus. To be fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3-2, 3-1 Team Lotus.
But it's one of those as well. Like I can see it going game 5 either way. You know, it could be Team Lotus, it could be Rezzurection.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're ready and I'm ready, I'm more than sure the players will be eager to get going.
Yep, I'm ready.
We may as well get ourselves in the game. Like I say, it's going to be an interesting game. It's nice to be back to casting as well.
Yeah, your first casting match back.
You know, wasn't meant to be, but here we are.
Yep.
It's a beautiful demo straight off the bat. So, waiting in this corner, Hamish misses the ball. Pushing forward, it goes with Seb. Seb pushing towards the net. Lewis gets the touch, but it's only as far as into that corner.
Seb up to Banan. Banan gets a 50 with Hamish. Crispy will get the clear down. Eclipse picks up 100 boost. Crispy will get the shot saved from Eclipse out to Seb. Seb will hit it back up into the air. We'll try and take control here. Maybe go up the wall. Lewis trying to shut it down. Gets quite a weak touch actually. So Banan's there to intercept any danger. Seb whiffs. Banan covers his mistake. Eclipse with leaving Lewis up the wall. He's got very good mechanics. We know what he can do. Melty Crispy with a shot and that's a goal. 1-0 to Rezzurection.
I mean, there's the early goal. You know, it's something that Rezzurection kind of hunt for in most of their games. But are they able to hold on? Are they able to see out the play? Obviously, you know, the way that Lotus lost their game last week, you know, Eclipse wasn't there. They played with they played with Duffer instead. You know, they didn't look the strongest, but, you know, they still give it their all. But is this Rezzurection team still going to be too strong for Team Lotus?
There was a double commit there from Seb and Banan. Crispy will beat Eclipse up to the ball. Banan will try and take control of it in the corner. 100 boost. Seb just bumps him out of the way. Eclipse gets a miss. Hamish takes their corner. Try go up the wall here, showing off his mechanics. Melty with the shot, blocked by Eclipse. Banan hits the ball straight to Lewis. Lewis pops over one. Can't beat Eclipse though. Hamish will shut any danger down, but Eclipse will take control off the back. Well, could be a free net, and it will be. Banan slotting at home. What I've seen from Lotus so far is Banan's always there to finish off the easy tap-ins.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's been the same at both ends right now. You know, Lewis passed it into believe it was Melty Crispy at the other end. Yeah. You know, pretty similar play style of how they're going to get the goals. I mean, but we're all tied back up. We have 3 minutes 27 to go, and that's a great save on the line. How that's not gone in, I don't know. But the pressure looks to be all Rezzurection right now.
Yeah.
Lewis tries to pre-jump but misses. Melty Crispy's there to get the challenge. Only to fall in the path of Seb. What can Seb do with it? You know, we've seen the passing plays between these boys. Goes for the double! Wow.
Seb will take control on the wall. Gets bumped by Lewis. Banan will beat Lewis to the ball though. Gets another 50. Could be a shot and man Hamish clears any danger. Eclipse take control here. Hits it to his own corner where Lewis is lurking. Lewis takes it off the wall. Beats one. Beats two. Goes for the double. Melty Crispy commits. Bit of lack of communication here. Seb, one-on-one, low boost. Gets a shot. Hamish with an easy save though. He takes Lewis's boost. Lewis still beats out Banan. And it just stays in the Rezzurection corner and Hamish gets it clear.
Yeah, it's one person that you don't want to be chasing down is Lewis. You know, he's a very vital player to this team. And, you know, he's a very scary player going against him. You know, I've played against him a couple of times in Season 2. And he's a very good mechanical player. But there's, you know, on the flip side of that, you've got a very good mechanical player within Eclipse. And this game is looking so tied up right now that just trying to find that, you know, that little mistake from either side. But both teams defending very well. It's a beautiful 50. Seb goes up the wall, tries to get the clear, but Hamish is there to intercept. Eclipse waits for the 50, does that well, but Lewis is there to get the clear.
Banan will take up to the ceiling, get a hit, but Melty Crispy's there to shut it down. Melty Crispy will go for another shot. Eclipse is there, sorry. Seb will go for a shot, it might just roll in, Hamish doesn't expect it, and it's just gonna go in. Maybe a bit of poor positioning there from Hamish. Not usual of him actually. Normally he's that solid second or third man, but that time he got caught out.
But yet again, you know, there's the passing play from Team Lotus. Eclipse put down to Seb and Seb just slotting it home. You know, we see it time and time again every week that these boys have got some chemistry. You know, we've seen it in Season 2, we've now seen it, you know, all the way through into Season 3. It's nice to see, you know, it's nice to see the chemistry build between these boys.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, if we've got to play these guys next week, it could be pretty difficult. Hamish, loose shot, Eclipse with just an open net. Hamish is always left stranded, I feel like. He's just back by himself, Lewis grabbing the mid boost, Melty all the way in the other corner. And Hamish is crying out for help in the net there.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else that anyone could have done there, you know. It's Hamish left on his own. It's a beautiful bump from Banan from that kickoff, though. Eclipse taking it high, tries to get the reset, but just can't quite get it. But the pressure seems to have flipped this game. It's all Lotus instead of Rezzurection, and there's another goal for Lotus.
It just feels like, no offense to Duffer, but this team is just something else with Eclipse. More pressure, more shots, just an all-round much better team. And Rezzurection trailing by 3 goals with 4 goals to 1. It's quite a rare sight, but I did predict this.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not looking great for Rezzurection right now. You know, they started off very, very, very strong. You know, they got the early goal, and unfortunately, you know, things didn't go to plan for them right now. And Lotus have, you know, picked up the pace as they come forward yet again. But Melty Crispy's there to block. Now, Eclipse with a miss. Banan getting the save from Eclipse, shot at his own net. I don't know what's going on right now. And the ball drops.
Looked like Lotus were just toying with Rezzurection for a minute there. Just they knew that they were winning that game. And the points are evenly distributed. It's not like Eclipse is like out and out carrying them. They're all just playing so well as a team. And this is what you need most in times like this when you're trying to get playoffs. what's your child's opinion on the 4-1 Lotus Rezzurection?
I mean, yeah, he was all for Team Lotus, supporting Team Lotus.
Yeah.
He says
I mean, so am I.
he's going for a bold prediction of Team Lotus 3-0.
I mean, great minds think alike, right? Lotus to win, right?
I mean, yeah, you know, you look at the stats there. Look at the shot comparison. You know, 11 shots for Team Lotus.
Yep.
It's absolutely insane.
No timeout from Rezzurection. I mean, a bit early maybe, but if they lose this next game, they might have to use it.
Yeah, they're not going to need the timeout, I don't think, in game 1. You know, I don't think it's needed for them. They'll probably take the timeout, you know, if they lose the next one. Maybe they take it, you know, in the next one. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So here we go. We're into game 2. What can we kind of expect? You know,
well, there's a bit of a mistake there from Lotus. I think they can't let that 4-1 win go to their heads.
You know, but we've seen this before. You know, we saw in game 1 that Rezzurection went 1-0 up the first game. Yep. You know, had a lot of pressure, but then Team Lotus came into the game and found their feet and won it 4-1. So we'll see what happens. You know, there's still a lot of time left to play. Only 20 seconds gone in the game.
Yeah. Seb gets another demo on Lewis. Banan and Melty missed the ball, but Eclipse is there to clean up. Eclipse passes it to Banan. Banan misses again. Call that a fake for Eclipse. Banan finally hits the ball onto the backboard. No one there for Rezzurection. Seb has a bit of a free touch here to the corner. Trying to get in middle. Hamish with a whiff. Marty Christie gets a weak touch. A shot from Seb. Banan's there. Hamish beats him out, but Eclipse will take control of this. Maybe take it up the wall. You know he's quite dangerous in the air. Beats out Lewis. Beats out Melty. Banan maybe with a free shot. Kind of like misflips, I guess. Eclipse will hit it back to Seb. Some more passing coming out here. Seb onto the backboard. Middle for Banan. What a save from Melty Christie.
These boys' passing plays are absolutely insane. As Eclipse misses that, but it doesn't. Luckily, it doesn't pile to any danger. But Banan now getting it clear, and it only falls as far as Lewis. But that's a poor touch. It's just go wide. Banan's there, but can't get the shot off. Eclipse trying to cause trouble, trying to play it back to Banan. Just hasn't got enough boost for it, but it is cleared away. But then pinched back towards his own net. This game has been crazy.
We've seen a lot of little mistakes here and there from Lotus, and that will be a free shot, and Lewis won't miss those. I hear that he's been peaking today in twos with Rex, and he's got a way of showing it. Good, powerful shot, no chance of Banan or Eclipse to reach it. Definitely the right response here from Rezzurection as they go 2-0 up in the second game.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's exactly what they wanted. Coming off the back of a 4-1 defeat, and that's a beautiful placement from Eclipse. Puts them straight back in the game.
That's like he pre-jumped the bounce. That was crazy.
Eclipse is insane.
Yeah, good read, good placement as well. Very clinical, as you would say. Eclipse.
Yes, 100%.
Gets a kick off. Yeah, so you can see off the corner, Banan will follow it. Gets a reset, but shut down by Hamish. Eclipse takes it to the air. Then I play it middle for Seb. Lewis shuts it down. Seb, 60 boosted, but Hamish will clear it out. Trying to make a pass to Lewis. Banan shuts that down now. Eclipse goes high. Christie hits it to his corner. Seb will take control. Gets bumped in the process. Lewis gets the 50, and it's just cleared away by Mark Christie.
But again, you know, we're seeing the pressure build from Team Lotus as it gets later on into the game, and it's not something that Rezzurection look to be able to deal with, as we saw in game 1. So they just need to tighten that defence up, make sure they're having the efforts that they have at the start of the game. But here goes the passing play, a beautiful play from Seb to Eclipse, but Lewis is there to clear off the backboard. Can't get the sidewall read, but it is popped high. Hamish is there, gets the touch. Lewis takes it away from Seb. But the danger is cleared away. Banan with a shot on goal. Oh my. This game is hotting up.
Yeah, the clip sits into the back wall. All Lotus players are in their half. Banan will take control before Lewis can hit his off to the wall, I guess. Shot. Banan goes for the demo. If he was just a bit more aware, he could have slotted that home instead of going for a demo. Clips kind of fakes out Hamish, or Hamish just misses. Clips over Melty. Will hit it on net. Banan jumps up, double commit there from Rezzurection. Clips takes control, misses the boost and ball. Hamish off the blue net corner. Clips gets it clear. Banan zero boost to follow. Still gets it over Hamish. Still gets the touch, but Lewis clears it. Melty to the blue backboard. Looking for a follow up from Hamish. Can't get it though. Seb gets beaten out by Lewis. Lewis goes for a demo. Hamish kind of passes it to Seb, but Seb just whiffs. Lotus needs to be capitalising on these Rezzurection mistakes. I feel like otherwise they just won't win.
Yeah, as the game goes on, Rezzurection are making more and more mistakes, and that's a lovely effort. But his Clips is just there all the time, waiting for the ball, waiting for the clear. He's the backbone to this team, and it works for the team. Lewis misses. Melty Crispy to save his GC. Again, the whiff of missing the ball could have cost them the goal. Lotus just needs to be able to capitalise. And now Eclipse left all on his own. What can he do with it? He manages to go up, but doesn't get the hit away! Seb on the line! Keeps Lotus's dreams alive right now. It's a good touch from Lewis. Hamish. Ball needs to drop for Rezzurection, and there it is.
I mean, that's the perfect response, but Rezzurection just, it's like they go so fast off the break, but then they start to slow down. They can't be doing that. They have to just keep going fast, keep putting shots on net, just peppering Eclipse. Eclipse had 3 saves. To be fair, Rezzurection only had 7 shots that game, and Lotus had 6. It was quite an equal game for shots. Just Rezzurection were more clinical.
Just to point out with this though, the carry from Melty Crispy, 602 points, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 shots, 5 saves. Compared to his other teammates, he's put an absolute performance in that game.
That 5 saves is crazy.
And yeah, the 5 saves alone is what has saved, Rezzurection from losing the game. But yeah, what a response that is from losing 4-1 in the game 1 to winning 2-1 in the next.
Now it just spins back round to Lotus to see what they'll do different. I think after this game a timeout will probably be called, no matter what happens.
Be interesting to see what the response is from both teams, to be fair. A Rezzurection able to carry on that form. Do Lotus, actually decide, hang on a minute, this isn't how we were meant to play. Thought that was going to be another early goal for Rezzurection. Melty Crispy passes to Banan. Hamish with a card change into the Merc.
Yeah, that Hamish Merc is iconic from season 2, I think, when I was on Rezzurection. Yeah. Very iconic.
Hamish loves a good card change.
Yeah, he changes car every match. Lewis now off the corner. Banan will get a clear off his own back wall. Eclipse will follow. Eclipse gets a shot that is just wide. Seb pre-jumping Hamish. Banan gets a 50 with Lewis, but it bounces off the corner. Melty Crispy outspeeding Eclipse, but Eclipse is able to get a small touch. Enough to deter it. Eclipse with a shot could go in. What a save from Hamish. Banan with another shot. Hamish with another save. Eclipse hits it middle, but no Lotus player is there. Banan was stuck in the orange goal. And Seb will hit this to the wall. Off the corner, Lewis will hit it back into the middle. Eclipse with a, we'll call that a shot. Melty Crispy gets a 50 and just clears the line for Rezzurection.
I mean, what a pinch that'd have been if that goes in the back of the net. But as we play on, we're still 0-0, 3 minutes 30 left to play. That would have been an insane touch right there, but Melty Crispy is able to read, put centre for Banan, but shot way wide. Lewis, it's a good clear away, but yet again, Eclipse just sitting that little bit deeper, waiting for the ball to come to him and deleting out of the game. But what a save before the demo!
These demos are going crazy.
This is the play that we like to see, you know. Being a hard demoing player myself, you know.
Yeah, that was annoying.
We enjoy the demos. You know, I enjoy the demos.
Well, yeah, you do. We don't. Now, Eclipse off the wall. Lotus will be there on the back wall to catch it. Has to go to the air. We know he's good in the air. Beats out one. Goes under Banan. Now it's only Eclipse left. Hamish will probably go for a bomb.
What play!
Lewis does it all by himself. Oh my. Lewis has been peaking recently and he's showing why he should be up there for one of the best GCs in BGCS.
If anyone has the time to manually clip that because the setting isn't working right now, I don't know why, please clip that because that's insane.
I clipped it on Digital Game, I think. So.
He's absolutely ruined the whole of Team Lotus with that shot. But Eclipse, trying to get it out of play. Melty Crispy gets the touch. Seb with the bump, but...
Oh. Eclipse will get a shot on net here. Seb goes for a bump, but misses both Rezzurection players. Melty Crispy over Banan. Eclipse rushing to get back. It's in middle to Lewis. Lewis pops it up for Hamish. Hamish gets a lovely angle shot.
I'm sorry, but what a pop-up that is.
Yeah, Lewis is really just like, he's there. He's that guy right now. Seb saying, wow.
That was one of the best pop-ups I've seen.
Oh? Oh? Oh.
Can't quite get the touch, but Melty Crispy taking this away. Lewis. It's a lovely shot on goal, but Hamish is there to clear. But yet again, you know, Eclipse waiting that little bit further back. Lewis. Can he get the next touch? Seb's there to get the touch. Can he get it clear? It's an awkward touch off that backboard, but Hamish puts it middle, Banan with a clear. Lewis onto the sidewall. Can he read the sidewall? I mean, he's got it onto the backboard as if his teammate's coming in.
What?
Shot way too wide over.
Lewis, when I take this up the wall, Seb gets a good 50. Now he will take it up the wall. There's no guy on my way. Hamish has no boost or follow. Eclipse with a small touch. It goes goalward. Seb off the corner. Looking for a dunk on Hamish. Never mind. Banan just flies in. And no one's there to follow. Eclipse rushing back once again. Lewis, 60 boost. Goes to the ceiling. Goes for the reset. No way. No way. Oh my god. To follow. Oh my. I'm clipping that. That's one of the saddest misses I think I've ever seen. That would have been probably the best goal in BGCS I've ever seen.
I cheered too early. I thought that had already gone in. But oh my, what a play that is. But yeah, you're right. You know, it would have been one of the best goals. Oh, I thought he got the insane save there. Holy.
No, if Lewis had that little extra 12 pad of boost, he would have scored that.
What? Almost getting the save there. That's incredible. Yeah. What a game we have now. Currently sitting 3-1 Rezzurection, 49 seconds to go. Anything is possible. 2 goals needed to take it into an overtime. With Lewis shooting the way that Lewis is shooting, oh, I think Lotus is going to struggle.
Eclipse gets the boost in the corner. Seb with another double commit. These double commits are costing Lotus quite a bit. Eclipse will try and take it up the wall. Hamish shuts it down before Eclipse can show off his own mechanics. Seb gets beaten out by Melty Crispy. Good shot on net. Save. Oh no, never mind. That's what it was a save. But Eclipse, no one's there to help him out. He can't do all the defensive work by himself.
I think, you know, that's game for this one.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's no way of coming back. With 15 seconds on the clock, 3 goals needed, you know, you'd like to see that's pretty much game over. I don't even know whether it's mathematically possible.
Well, now it's definitely not, unless they got a goal a second. Never mind. And that will go game 3 to Rezzurection. They've really turned this around. I'm just going to ask if they're going to time out. And as we move on to game 4. They are
No
not
timeout.
so
Fair
they're just
enough.
going straight into it.
I mean, you see there that Eclipse tries to carry his team Lotus team as much as he can. Unfortunately, Champs didn't really put much of a display on in that game. Looking at points wise, looking at shot wise, 5 shots for Eclipse, 1 each for his other teammates. But everyone contributing on the flip side of that, Rezzurection. Everyone putting a contribution in this time. No carry from anybody.
I think the main issue is just how good Lewis is playing. He's shutting down everything. He's good on offense, good on defense. I'm so sad. I feel so sad for him that he didn't score that clip. That would have definitely made clips of the week.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But unfortunately it didn't go in. But he did get, it is the best assist in BGCS.
Yeah.
If you want to put it that way, it is the best assist in BGCS.
Yeah.
Banan puts it centre. Lewis gets the touchdown. Melty Crispy taking over. Seb tries to find Eclipse, but just a bit too high for him. It's a beautiful pass from Hamish. Melty Crispy onto the backboard, but no one coming in for Rezzurection. Well, where? Patiently waited out. Lewis, what can you do with it? Goes for the pinch. Lotus need to come firing out this time. So miss from Melty Crispy, Eclipse to put it into the back of the net, and it's 1-0 Lotus.
I mean, don't know if that's a stroke of luck, just poor positioning from Rezzurection, but I swear Lotus will definitely take it. I mean, they need that's the first time in this game that in this series that they've scored first, so it's a good sign. As Eclipse wins the kickoff, and Seb will follow in the Fennec. Now that's just gonna roll in, and like I said, another stroke of luck, but for the opposite team now. 1-1, very quick response.
But that's the thing, as soon as Eclipse decides to push forward, there's no third man. I was saying it in game 1 and 2 that he sits very deep, patiently waits for the ball, but as soon as he decides to push up, no one's waiting that third man. You get a shot on target, 9 times out of 10 you get a goal. And that's exactly what's just happened there. Seb gets the touch. Melty Crispy, what a dunk that is. Eclipse somehow manages to control it back down. Lewis, touch into the centre. The skills are coming out now. We're seeing it all. It's a great demo. But that's just... I thought that was just going to be going straight over the top of Melty Crispy there. Clips. Oh no!
Did Lewis land on him? Lewis had no boost, so I don't think he could actually do anything. Yeah, Lewis had literally zero boost. I saw in his POV. There's nothing he can do about that.
That was so unfortunate. Melty Crispy has a clear view of getting that rid, as Lewis is just floating down with no boost. Seb with an effort on goal. What a save!
Oh.
Hamish manages to get it clear. Melty Crispy controls it down. Gets one flick past one, but Banan's there in the corner. Can he carry it out? He can't, and it's fallen to Eclipse. No one pushing for Rezzurection, luckily for Team Lotus. Melty Crispy missing. Seb taking it high. Banan takes out his teammate and not the ball, but Lewis misses the ball. And we come with Melty Crispy bringing it forward for Rezzurection. It's a lovely effort towards net. Rezzurection just disappeared.
Yeah, that when Hamish doesn't play third man, they just don't seem to have a third man. Like, so they need to kind of sort out their rotations here and just need to keep their head in the game. It's only 3-1. They've still got plenty of time to bring this back. As Lotus win the kickoff, Banan gets a 50 with Melty. Eclipse is already up. Takes it to their corner, gets a 50 with Lewis. Crispy will get a clear. Seb gets around 1, gets a 50 with Lewis. Hamish trying to take control here. Goes up the wall, shut down by Banan. Now Eclipse goes off the corner, goes for a dunk. Hamish just reads it. Misses. Lewis caught in an awkward situation. Seb also a bit awkward there, but he just rolls back to the hands of Eclipse, and Hamish will hit it backward, looking for a follow from Lewis, and he's there. And it's a goal, 3-2. It's looking like a comeback maybe for Rezzurection.
And what a play from Hamish, hitting it onto that backboard. Lewis already up, Banan stranded in the net, nothing he could do with that one. And 3-2 I think to Lotus right now. Yeah, it is 3-2 to Lotus. Lotus, if they win this, we get the game 5 that we wanted at the start of this. It's a good save from Melty Crispy. Lewis takes it past 1. Can't get the dunk on Banan, but Melty Crispy's there. What can you do with it? You can only put it centre for Hamish, but Seb's already up to get the dunk. Lewis. We're needing to see some more of Lewis's skills, and that's a beautiful ball into the middle, onto the side wall, but Eclipse able to smash it clear, and Hamish can only go as far as the corner. Oh, what a play! Off the sidewall from Seb into Eclipse, and Seb nicks the goal.
I mean, I was gonna say, we talk about Lotus's chemistry, but let's talk about Rezzurection. But Lotus have just got that superior chemistry, and they've just shown it there. But these teams both obviously play with each other a lot. They do scrims. I mean, they both look so equal right now. Lewis with a backflip, maybe it shouldn't have been there. Seb takes out the wall, 40 boost, looking for a shot of his own. Flips past it, Eclipse goes for a redirect. Bit ambitious, but it's fine. Banan gets a touch over Lewis. He takes control, fakes out Eclipse. Not enough boost to follow, gets a 50 though with Banan. Now Eclipse will take it to the wall, goes for the reset. Goes for another hit. No one challenging though, so they all stay patient. It doesn't work out. Seb gets a 50. Banan will go up for this, goes for a reset himself. And Eclipse gets damaged by Lewis. This could cause a counter attack as Melty Crispy takes control of the ball.
Melty Crispy almost faking Seb out there. Hamish with a shot on net. It's bounced in front of the net, but Seb manages to get it clear. Now it's time for Lotus to put on that pressure, make sure they can maintain the lead. There's 40 seconds to go. It's a good bump from Lewis, but no one can get it on target. There's 2 players now thriving forward for Team Lotus, but Melty Crispy gets that clear. Banan's able to pick up. And the pressure's now coming from Rezzurection, knowing they need 2 goals in 28 seconds. Can they do it? I mean, there's one.
Yeah, there's one. They just maybe need a stroke of luck on the kickoff. I mean,
the momentum of this has changed. The old Rezzurection with more pressure. Just Lotus weren't able to handle that.
I mean, this has been a very good game to cast, and I'm enjoying every single second of it. But as it kind of goes back to Eclipse, Melty Crispy pre-jumps it, might just go in.
No way. And there's the 2 goals. I said it wasn't impossible, and we've literally got that back. So we're back to 4-all. We're back to level terms. Who's going to take the game?
With the momentum, I mean, Rezzurection, they're playing so well. They've got momentum on their side now. As Eclipse goes for the kickoff, this time not taking it back to his corner, hits it middle for Banan. Banan just can't steer it goalward. Melty to the middle, Lewis, what's a hit? But it doesn't amount to anything. Eclipse will go off the wall, go for a sidewall read, doesn't work, they'll just let it drop for an overtime going into a game.
Just to say, to get this into an overtime, it took them 10 seconds to score 2 goals.
That's crazy.
10 seconds to score the 2 goals that they needed. Eclipse onto the backboard is a good demo. What a save!
No!
What a save from Melty Crispy.
This might just go in because Banan doesn't have any boost. Oh, good save though. Lewis gets the 50.
It's a touch.
50. Oh.
Seb gets it away. This game has been so intense, but it's been absolutely wild and it's been great to cast. Lewis gets it clear. Melty Crispy taking it the other way. Lewis putting on that pressure. You know, the pressure has changed from Rezzurection. Something's clicked in this Rezzurection side, as that's a beautiful save from Seb.
Oh. He's kept Lotus in this series. As Banan will pick up the ball in midfield, goes past 1, goes past 2, hits it middle. Someone there to follow Seb. No, gets bumped. Lewis, oh no, he's up the wall, goes for a breezy flick middle.
What a play!
Oh my God!
Wow, what a play that is!
And that's Lotus done. There's Lotus gone there. They've lost.
Lewis has been the game changer in this. Holy, what a play from Lewis. Unfortunate from Team Lotus. You know, there's nothing that they could have done with that.
I'm sorry, but if they've done the team of the week in the podcast already, you've got to add Lewis to that GC slot. He's played so well.
Yeah, Lewis has to be added into that. He's definitely put in there as one of mine. But what an outrageous game they were. 4-2 up, 30 seconds to go, 2 goals needed. Rezzurection said, "Okay, give us 10 seconds. We're back on level terms. We'll take it to an OT." But what a play! 3-1 to Rezzurection. On the series, and I think that pretty much secures them playoff, depending on what happens with week 7.
Which means that my team's only hope of getting playoffs is beating Lotus, and then I think it's Miracle beating Corinthians, but we'll have to see. That's all to come next week.
The thing is, they didn't even have a bad game. This is the thing. They didn't even have a bad game.
Lotus played so well as well. Let's just give props to that. But Rezzurection came out. They put shots on. They were so good.
I just don't know what happened in the last minute of that game. Rezzurection just seemed to turn up the intensity and bring it to Team Lotus. Team Lotus pretty much dominated that last game that we've just watched, and something just changed in that last minute. And unfortunately, Team Lotus weren't able to deal with that pressure. But no disrespect to that team, because they played very, very well, and on another day it could have gone Team Lotus's way.
If Lewis wasn't peaking, to be fair, I think Brian was meant to play today. If Brian played, that would have been a completely different story, because Lewis
100%.
was so good. But you never know. Props to both teams. They both played very well, and I'm quite scared going into game week 7 now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can't write off Team Lotus the way they played today. They could beat fairly any other team.
I don't think they can make playoffs anymore, can they?
Not now. I don't think. I think
that
that's it for
ruins
playoffs. But it doesn't mean that they should not play the final game of the season, because they can ruin somebody's chance of playoffs.
That would be ours. That would be mine.
But yeah, what a time to come back to casting. It's been nice to cast with yourself, Aspect.
Thank you. Me too, actually.
Obviously, we're waiting for games to be scheduled. If you haven't scheduled your games yet, please make sure you schedule them. You've got till Sunday 11:59, I believe, to get them scheduled.
Yeah. If you're watching this channel, I'm guessing you're already in the Discord, but go follow the YouTube and stuff like that as well.
Yes, and obviously we are still running the podcast on the other channel, so make sure you go and head on over there. We can't raid out. Obviously, if some of you are new, we aren't able to raid out because we're just a new channel and we can't do it just yet. We have to do a certain amount of streams. So make sure you go and head on over to the other channel to go and watch the podcast. It's a weekly thing that we do. I think that wraps up. That wraps up the stream.
That wraps up Lotus versus Rezzurection.
And what a game that's been.
Yeah.
And like Aspects just said, make sure you follow the YouTube, make sure you follow the TikTok, make sure you get yourself into the Discord. We're always looking to add to that community. And until next time, and I think, the next time that we'll meet is depending on when the games are scheduled. But until then, that's it from me. And hopefully we'll see me and Aspect duo again at some point.
Yeah, I wish.
Right, speak to you all guys later.
See ya.
Bye.